morning.
Good morning, Daddy.
Well, good morning, Livy. You guys have fun at school? Morning. Man, that was like 3 mornings in this video. Taking a couple dump trucks over to a test plot. We don't really haul much grain in the old dump trucks, especially the old Kenworth here. But they're pretty handy for things like this. Get these moved, and then we got 3 trucks to haul. Got to move a combine, move 2 draper heads. Got a couple more windows you can clean if you want. Got 100 acres right there of beans. That corn we're going to leave for now. But that 100 acres of beans and this 30 acres right beside the corn we ran yesterday, hopefully we can get all that off today. Now the only hang-up's going to be is if cargo gets stupid busy or something like that, or if we have a breakdown. We do have to unhook the headers to get down to that bottom field, but I mean it's a few hundred yards, so not a big deal. This shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see. So I'm gonna hop in that black truck, take it in town. Jeff's already in there in the red one, and Dad and BJ are gonna work on moving the Lexion up here and probably switching the Gleaner over. I know the Gleaner's pretty dirty. Ran 2 days of corn, hasn't been blown off, so Dad's cleaning it up. BJ's cleaning his air filter and windows, I think. And man, hopefully we can get started here. It's like 9:30, so it's still a little damp, but this dew should burn off somewhat quickly. Got a lot of sunshine already, so yeah, hopefully we can get this done. Maybe even get out of here somewhat early tonight. Doubtful. We'll probably get a flat tire again or something. So maybe you're wondering, why did I take this truck in and just have, instead of having BJ do it so I can work on the combine? Right now, other than Dad, I'm the only one that knows how to drive this truck down. Brad doesn't work for us anymore. A lot of people are asking what happened to him. He quit. I don't know why he quit. He quit, but Brad and I were the only 2 that drove this truck. BJ drives the automatics. He can drive this truck. He's just never drove it loaded to town yet. I think it's coming, but he hasn't done it yet. So that's why I'm in this truck. Luckily, there wasn't too big of a line, and we were in and out of there in about 30 minutes. Back on the Brad subject, I don't like talking about this because he ain't really here to like give his side of the story, but I will say this: there was no harsh words exchanged. Some people were speculating that Dad must have used some working words or something like that. That did not happen. Some people speculated that he probably didn't like being sent home early every day. Well, Brad was a salary employee, so I feel like he probably did like going home early. I don't know why he quit. He quit. He's not here. This is service. I'm hopping in a combine. It's already set and ready to go. Dad went after the Lexion. BJ's bringing the header back for that. They told me to go ahead and get started, so I got this one we'll do. So we got 30 acres right here, and then we will head down to that bottom field. This is where we are setting our factory settings. We gotta turn our rotor way down. So I'm doing that right here with pushing these buttons. Air up a little. Can't do that till we put the head down. Screens are almost good. And like I said before, this will get us close, and then we'll adjust based on conditions. Well, I guess lunch is here. BJ went and got some ham sandwiches or lunch meat or something. These beans really aren't giving me much appetite. These are the worst beans I've harvested in a long time. These are worse than double crops. These are 20 bushel first crop beans. bologna sandwiches and bananas. BJ, it's a weird combination, but hey, I'll eat it.
Light went off about 9,000 pounds.
So the good news is, I think my yield monitor is way off. Dad's making these beans about 10 to 15 bushel better than I am, and judging by where my warning beacon just went off at, I think we're running low. So I'm gonna check it with BJ. Bad news is I'm not doing a calibration load. You have to start that before you do this. Should have started at the beginning of the field, but I didn't have a grain cart operator at that time. Good news is these beans are substantially better than I was thinking. They're still bad. Like, they're not good. They're below average. They're just not 20. I didn't think they looked like 20 bushel beans, but there's parts of the field that do look like 20 bushel beans. A lot of splits, and some places it just looked like we had a hailstorm, and I think it's just where the beans are so dried out. But I told BJ, my monitor weighed 10,200 pounds, and we dumped about 19,000, so that's good. I've set a calibration load now, so we'll at least get a little bit more correct with whatever's left. Dad, what'd you make the field?
436.
43.6. That's way better than 20 that I made it. Now I will be a little bit lower just because I did all the end rows around those tree lines. There's just barely anything, but mid 40s makes more sense. I was really, don't get me wrong, like I said, that's not great, but I was really confused at what we did to screw that field up that bad. Mid 40s on this gravelly ground. I mean, this is very on the other side of that tree line is a gravel pit. I mean, it's very, very gravelly ground, very sandy, and there just hasn't been any rain here. According to my Tempest weather station, in September we had, I haven't checked since we got that little sprinkle at the end of September. Let's go to history month. In September we had, see that 0.83? That's 83 hundredths of an inch of rain. Not much rain. And then October, see that goose egg? That's 0. Now, the October rains wouldn't have helped those beans at all, but early September, late August rains would have helped those beans tremendously, and we didn't get them. If you guys would like a Tempest weather station, we are an affiliate. There's a link in the description. I like the weather station, but it really hasn't rained since we put the daggone thing up. I don't think there's that big of a correlation, but I'm starting to question it. So if you get one and you get it in a drought, I'm sorry, discard it, buy another one, try again, I guess. I don't know. So now that we're done with this field, we will unhook, head down the bottoms, and do that 98 acres or 99 acres, something like that. All right, time to move. Moving Dad's combine first. BJ's gonna take the cart, and then after that, me and BJ will move some trucks and my combine down.
Well, back in the Lexion, doing beans. Hell, getting ready to move down the bottoms here. We'll take you along down there. We'll set you right there, big old railroad bed right here. Just go by home. I got five. All right, straight through there. Right through there is where it used to go. Come down there one day, and we was doing planting corn or what, getting ready to do or something, and the bridge fell down in the river, crosses the river there. So the river and the bridge fell down. So that was the end of that railroad. I got to start a new event there. Go on, 2 foot, 10 foot, go on, one more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Whoa, right there. Got to start a new field here. Okay, it switched over, I guess. Everything working like it's supposed to. Oh, imagine that.
Wait for Dad to harvest this spot to park this thing. Thinking right along that cornfield looks like a good spot. So we're probably 15 acres in. First truckload out.
Yeah, we're up to our first round around here. Usually the hardest. On the edge, right much. Trees are hanging out. We got to trim that thing.
Snack time. So, if you'd like to try one of these wag bars, they're great harvest snacks. Throw them in your pocket, throw them in the console or the cup holder or whatever of your combine. Really good snacks. American Wagyu beef bars, beef sticks, whatever you want to call them. And they're delicious. There's a link in the description. Get you 10% off of them. That's the second affiliate link we've thrown out today. But wait! There's more! Anybody know who that is? There's some good beans. Alright, I figured I'd give you guys a different perspective. You're currently mounted to my head. I don't know if you can see us up there. Figured this would give you guys a better perspective of what I am seeing from my seat. There we go. But right now we are breaking through the middle for the first time, making an AB line. This beans right here is a dead spot in the field. You can kind of see it maybe, or I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but right through there is a gravel bar. We're kind of getting in on it, and it's just not really good dirt. It's really droughty. But the rest of this field's been pretty good. I'd say this field will make between 60 and 55. For this year, that's pretty good. But right now, we're in the kind of the poorer part of the field at 44, 42 bushels per acre. We were in some 70 bushel beans right behind us, but it just is what it is. Now, we are doing another calibration load. I want to try to get this yield monitor a little bit more dialed in. So we will get completely full, pull over, dump on a sitting still, and then put in our actual weight. Right here is the spot where it's just, there's nothing right here. This is just a complete gravel bar. Yeah, we're dropping yield pretty quick. 15 bushel difference. We're down to 27, 25, 24, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. We're past that. We're in better beans now, but it just takes this yield monitor a little while to, fluctuate. Now we're on the upward end. We're heading up, which is good.
Okay, well, we got the ends off. Breaking through the middle here. Got an AB, right? Found an AB from last year, I guess, or a couple years ago, whatever. But anyway, we're making an AB a long ways through this field. I think he got filled up, had to pull out, looks like. I don't know if that same thing's over or not.
Well, wonder what that's about. Let's go find out, I guess. Yeah. Squirting out pretty bad.
Yeah, right there. No rings in there. Got to try to get that shield, that front end off of it.
So I think we got an O-ring out on a fitting down there. We're just trying to get to the truck right now. We've got it tightened up enough to limp it back here. We'll put our O-ring in that fitting and be good to go. All right, we got O-rings and we got oil. Let's see what happens. See what they say. Must not be leaking right now. Okay, we put an O-ring in it. We've put hydraulic oil in the tank, and nothing's leaking. So we're going to see how long this holds up. Hopefully these are the right O-rings. Basically, in that hydraulic block, we took one of the valves apart, and there was an O-ring that was cracked in half. Put a new one on it, and seems to be fine. I don't know if those are some kind of special O-ring or not, but we put a regular SAE O-ring in it. Closest one we could find, and it's holding for now. Stand by. Took my duster and cleaned, well, half the window. Couldn't reach this half. But we can see real good over here for like one round. Now I'm gonna make a round, and I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna check it. So there's gonna be a couple checks before we really get going again. I'll make sure we don't run out of oil. Main thing that worries me is hydraulic oil is hot when it's been in the machine and running, and it's dry, and well, I don't want to start a fire. So I left the shield off for now just so we can see if we got any leaks. And if we're good here, I'll check it again in about 30 minutes. And then if we're good then, we'll keep going the rest of the evening and check it in the morning. So this happens on Dad's combine from time to time as well, just a different spot. Annoying, but fixable. So this is the one that was leaking. Sleeping well right there. It appears that we are in good shape. That's just old oil there. Don't see any dripping. That's good news. Good news. Let's keep going. Told my wife 2 nights in a row, hey, I think I'll be home before the kids go to sleep. Yeah, that delayed me a little bit. We probably got 2 hours of running left here, be my guess. And we want to finish so that we can move first thing in the morning while the dew's burning off. You may notice my reels run pretty fast. Anyway, the other day when Dad was running this thing, he changed my reel to run off ground speed. I always manually controlled it with this dial over here. I would try to run the reel a little slower. It is feeding better, but I feel like we're just being a little bit rougher on the beans. Probably lift it up and crank the prairie up a little bit and just use the reel less. Yeah, somewhere over there. Oh, there he is. There he is. This is why auto steer's fantastic. Like, the windows are dusty, but they aren't that dusty. I don't know where Dad is over there. He's up there somewhere. Last round. And we're done. 130 acres with a breakdown. Not bad. Could be better, but not bad. I know some people do like 650 acres in a day, but we're not in big mile-long passes. But we're doing pretty good until I had that little oil leak. If it wasn't for that, we'd have been out of here by 6, and we probably would have went ahead and moved down about 6, but we've been out of here about an hour ago at least. Well, I guess we should come over here and get these trucks that we dropped off this morning. Bean plot's done. Apparently they broke a hose doing the corn plot. Start these trucks up, move them out. Well folks, that concludes this episode of Farming with the Browns. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, drop us a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.